Artemis Fowl, The Last Guardian by Eoin Colfer. I'm just making this video immediately after completing this particular book. It has taken me 2 weeks and 4 days. Yeah, that's how long it took. It's one thing that attracted me to this book. It's the cover photo. Just look at it. Just look at it. And even the cover itself. Leave alone the photo. Look at the cover, of the book. To be honest, it's amazing. And among so many books, this is the book that I picked. And I told myself, I am going to commit to read this book all the way to the end. It was a different story for me. It's a story where pixies and fairies are trying to take over the human world. That the kind of a story where we have aliens, they're trying to take over the humans. That is what the story is about. So Artemis Fowl is a human who's the guardian. And then there's the villain, that is Opalco Boy. They're trying to take over the human race, make sure humans are extinct. So reading this particular one, it was very new. There were a lot of terms that I wasn't quite versed with, and I made sure that I wouldn't get into this habit. There's a habit that can make you to delay completing a book. That is where when you come across every new word, let me check from the dictionary. Okay, what does this mean? When you come across another word, trust me, it's going to take forever. But if you're the kind of a person who wants to develop your vocabulary and your language and all that, that is pretty advisable. But if you're like me who wants to get the flow of the entire story, the narration, you want to know what happens. If you're the kind who's driven by suspense, if you go that direction, it can take forever to complete a book. Something else, it's this comment. The New York Post, it says, will grab your interest no matter what your age. So when I read the first few pages, it was a bit confusing. For a moment I was about to give up and quit altogether, but I told myself, if it doesn't matter the age, I can also read it. So I committed to read it, and I have to say it was worth every bit of it. Something else that drove me, it's my curiosity. I'm always curious to know and to learn different things and different kind of storylines, and just travel into different worlds. And the fact that this particular writer took their time, the author, to write this particular book, it has to be huge. And the best part is it's a book series. There's about 7 series from I'm looking from this from the blurb. So if you look at it, luckily I landed on the last series of this book. It has been amazing. And I really look forward to more of these books. I would really want to read more on this, because I want to understand, okay, what the psychology like behind all this, because it's a beautiful storyline. It's not the usual kind of a book that you'd come across. So it has been an amazing read. I've enjoyed every bit of it. It teaches you on loyalty, because Artemis Fowl's friends, that is, for instance, his bodyguard, that is Batra, he stays loyal, and Horishot, they stay loyal with him all the way till the end. There's a lot of loyalty. If it's the villains are very loyal. If they are the good kind, the humans, and other, those who are the protagonist, they are loyal to each other all the way to the end. There's a lot of loyalty, friendship, a lot of commitment, dedication, and sacrifice in this particular book. You learn a lot from reading this one. You get to realize the ultimate sacrifice, where someone is ready to give their life just for the sake of other people. I know that's a huge sacrifice. So it's an amazing read, very educative, very inspirational. The narration is amazing, and it's really captivating. It's a book that takes you into the magical world. So there's the fantasy bit of this particular book. I would rate it a 4-star, because it has been amazing all the way from the beginning to the end. I would advise anyone to read. Yes, it's good. So this has been a wonderful experience. This is book 3 in our book series.